What's up YouTube, RedRacer video. Thanks for joining me for another one today. We are doing a familiar video. Videos about things on my car that cause me headaches. So today's part is the AEM wideband gauge, not the gauge, but the sensor that comes along with that. We think we're getting some wacky readings. So today's video, another thing giving me headaches, the sensor, and we are doing that right now. Once again, everybody, thanks for joining us for another one today. If this is your first time on the channel, however, this is a channel about car stuff. I'm a car guy. This is my Camaro. It's a twin turbo, 2016 1SS. Big GM guy, late model GM stuff. Lots of that on this channel, but lots of other cool car stuff as soon as it warms up and I can actually go out and play with my friends. So be watching the channel if that sounds like your kind of stuff. Better yet, hit the like button, go down, subscribe, and hit the bell next to subscribe so you get notified when we have new content. Today's video is about the sensor that's in the car. I believe the sensor is actually a Bosch. It's the LSU 4.9. That's the wideband air fuel gauge sensor essentially. So it goes down and replaces one of the O2 sensors and it tells the car what air fuel is. It's a very accurate reading because it's sitting right down in there in the exhaust where everything comes out. Mine, I think, is going wacky because it's giving us some weird readings. So I'm going to kind of show you guys that here real quick. I'm not going to be able to really illustrate because it looks like it reads right some of the time, but it actually doesn't. But on the upside of things, I have been driving the car. For those of you that don't know, I've been going through the tuning school material for tuning. Gen 5 LT tuning, and it's going to be something that I ultimately, as a long-term goal, will be doing on this car by myself. But I have had some help and I've been doing some stuff that way. But real quick, I'll show you guys something I haven't gotten to hear very often. So let's flip this around real quick here. All right, so this little guy right here, he's not the problem, I don't think. Not the actual gauge, but the sensor connected to that under the car is what we think is the issue. So right now you can see it's kind of floating around. It's actually aiming for 14.7. That's what it's shooting for. So it'll go up above that, it'll go down below that, it'll move around. But this sensor is kind of whacked. Like, it reads really sporadic. You'll notice it's like 14.7, 14.2. Then it'll go up and like stay 15.8 for a while. There's just some stuff it does that we're pretty convinced is making it different. Because in my logs, we were 12.5. Here, I'm gonna flip this around, it's weird. So when we were logging the car before, we would go and make little pulls, and we weren't going crazy fast, so I wasn't endangering anyone, or there were no animals that were endangered in the making of this video. But we went out, we took the car, and we just did wide open, short wide open pulls, and the car makes too much power when it's cold outside. It's only been in like the 30s and 40s here, so I can't have fun anyway. But I pick a high enough gear that it kind of starts the RPMs low enough that as the turbos build up their boost, you kind of get the opportunity to keep traction, which it kind of will do for the most part. It's at least not dangerous, and I can run it through one little gear, get some wide open throttle data. Well, anyways, long story short, we did that before. We were like pegging 12.5 right when we went wide open, and staying right at 12.5 all the way through wide open. So, that was kind of, very consistent, all the way through. As soon as you went to the floor, it did a really good job of jumping there, finding it, staying there, and, you ran through it. So next day, go out doing the same thing, just little pulls, logging, and it's going there, and then all of a sudden it's tanking, and it's really quickly going down to 11 and 10.8. So in communication with the tuner, basically said, the sensor looks like it could be goofy. I was looking at the readings, and it could be doing something weird, because it shouldn't one day be this, and with no changes to the fueling side of stuff like that, for it to all of a sudden run and be this much richer. So the cheap fix is a $63 sensor, which is what that is. It's the Bosch LSU 4.9, I think, is the sensor. It's basically a wideband O2 sensor, and that's what gives this gauge that I showed you guys the reading that it is displaying for you to see. So got that coming. It will be here today, so I will get that somewhere and get that in the air as quick as I can and get that in, because I would like to start logging and make sure that side of stuff is good, because we are then going to the fab guy and getting the turbo pulled off, get the end of it chopped off, and get a metal coupler put on it so that, or not a metal coupler, but a metal end essentially, so that the rubber coupler that was a 90-degree on there that kept melting and causing us boost leaks, that's going to be gone, because as of now, it's still been on there. It's just been on there with tape around it to make it not get as hot. So that's the plan, and that'll get here today, and I'll get that in the car, and then we will go from there. But I am going to make, guys, next today, actually here shortly. I just got to go run and pick up my beautiful little daughter. But when I get back to the house, though, we'll be recording, doing it. The 5 things I hate about this car. You know, quick disclosure, or asterisk, if you will. This is not what every Camaro is going to be. So I know this video has been made a lot of times, but my Camaro is a little bit unique, I would say, in the way it's set up. So the 5 things I hate about my Camaro. So if somebody's looking to go twin turbo and kind of get, you know, a little bit over the top with it, you know, here's kind of some of the things that I've come up against. So if you guys are looking on the channel for new videos, that video is coming. It will come soon after this one, probably a day or two. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support, you guys. We've been getting a lot of awesome feedback and a lot of love on the social media platforms and stuff. People are starting to recognize us. So thank you for doing that. Thanks for watching us. Thanks for shouting us out. We appreciate the shares. All you guys have been doing it from day one. I know who you guys are, and I love you for it so much. And all the new people that have come on board, appreciate you. It's just been really cool to watch. So thanks, guys. Jared, RedRacer video. I'll catch you guys on the next one.